Seasons of life are irreversible. You can't be a youth twice. It's only once. There is no software to make you 20 twice. You're only 20 once. You're only 25 once. You're only 30 once. You're only 40 once, and you can't do anything about it. I can't do anything about it. Nobody can do anything about it. Nobody can do anything about it. Seasons of life are irreversible. So one should be sensitive to the times and the seasons of his life. There's a popular quote we have here by John Milton. As the morning shows the day, so the child shows the man. What will be tomorrow is not something that the prophet has to tell you. How you are living today will tell what awaits you tomorrow. A playboy today will be a playman tomorrow. A big-headed girl will be a proud woman tomorrow. Everybody sets the pace for his future in his youth. Everyone's future, you set the pace for it in your youth. You set the pace for it in your youth. So mind what you're engaging in this season. Is going to define what awaits you tomorrow. A serious-minded young man today will be a disciplined person tomorrow. And I will take him to anywhere. A wasteful youth today will be a wasteful youth, a wakeful elder tomorrow. And when the prodigal son wasted his resources, he began to be in want. So it's all about you taking responsibility early. A long time between now and when you're back or returning student. Long time. Long enough to make a man out of a child. Long enough to rewrite the story of anyone who chooses to. Long enough. It's also long enough for anyone to destroy his future. It's also long for anyone to destroy his future. So make your choice. One of my early visitations by the grace of God was Lamentation 3:27. It's good for a young man that he bears his yoke in his youth. It's good for a man that he bears his yoke in his youth. I came across that in 1970. I was 16 years old. Praise God. Good for a young man to take responsibility, a man to take responsibility in his youth. Good for a young man. I've told the story before. I discovered that I knew I wasn't good in communication art. I wasn't good. So I decided to train myself on how to communicate by gathering what we had then as African Writer Series, Cypher and Ekwensi, Leche Amadi, T.M. Maluko, all that stuff. By the time I was through those stuff, I became a wordsmith. I could speak at any instance you call me. I took time. No, I'm not good in this. And I need this one for living. Whether you're in science or in aviation, you're in anything, you need communication. The teachers won't pay me that attention, but I pay myself that attention. Because I'm only one in this class. I will now sit down with me and be telling me this is past tense, this is present tense. They expect me to know that a long time. That set the pace for my days as a youth. I started buying books by myself at the age of 20. I wanted them to capture my lively picture today, but there was no time. So I wasn't too conscious of this 7 o'clock time, although I've been informed. But you find books out there that is 1 naira 5 kobo. Whole book. And you find my time of reading and dates on it. The director at ADC were discussing on our program, and then I said, oh yeah, there's a book, green color, Richard, I can't tell the name of the other name of the author, we'll get it. So I went to my library, 10 minutes I got it. I read it last in 95. Nobody will ever emerge a leader without developing capacity. Nobody will ever emerge a successful, impactful leader in any field of endeavor without developing capacity through the process of structured learning. Structured learning. Structured learning. You can't inherit capacity. It cannot be imparted. You can't pray and fast into it. You learn and exercise yourself with your discoveries to develop capacity. At a time, Nigerian rep and Security Council in the UN happened to be a member of our board here. And then when a board meeting after we closed, he said, can I tell you something? You led this meeting tonight like Moon, Bank Moon will lead the council meeting. Developing capacity. I had enough time to learn meeting processes, how to provide leadership in the meeting. You can't have it without going for it. You have a lot of time, sir. I was very, very poor in mathematics because I had no interest. I just didn't have interest. I had some of my senior ones say, don't mind that thing, it's not necessary. You just be a teacher. So when they have in class, I would just walk out and go to toilet. You know, you can go to toilet anytime. They can't say, why are you going to toilet? Depends on what is toileting you. So I told myself, wait a minute. There's no wasted knowledge. And so one of the young teachers said to me, you know, David, the same brain you need for biology is the same one you need for chemistry, the same one you need for history. It's his interest that makes the difference. That changed my perspective. So I settled down for a midterm break. So I jumped from the back to the front. Straight. 2 days. You don't have enough time to change your course. Instead of whiling away your time and roaming about the streets and say, I don't even know what to do. You don't know what to do with all that's awaiting you in life. Do you have a vision? How are you investing towards that vision? These are not things by chance. They are things you must wake up to. If anybody is thinking of just emerge a leader tomorrow, you are wasting your time. It's like they say here, wishes are not horses. If wishes were horses, beggars will ride. Now, take us through this for a few minutes that we have. Nurturing the leadership potential in you. Remember our threefold mandate as a university? It's captured in the following statement. Raising a nation of leaders through a qualitative and life-applicable training system that focuses on value and skill development. I would suggest we keep retreating this time and again, not less than once in a month. People should know what exactly our training module is packaged to achieve. Raising a new generation of leaders through a qualitative and life-applicable training system that focuses on value and skill development. I'm sure you'll get it on the screen sometimes. But it's in your books, all the books that you have is in it. raising a new generation of leaders through a broad-based qualitative education. What? Based on sound biblical principles, the source of ultimate wisdom, culminating the path of pathfinders, pace setters, and trailblazers. So we have unapologetic reverence for the word. The word forms the basis of our qualitative training system. You have to embrace that along to understand what we are doing. And thirdly, is raising a new generation of leaders who shall redeem the battered image of the black race and restore her lost glory as this trained army of reformers begin to build the old ways, repair the wasted cities, and raise the desolation of many generations. So you are being trained to emerge a reformer. A reformer. By being first transformed, then you can go forth and become a reformer of others. Only changed people can change their world. You can't think the way they think and want to impact on their lives. You have to think differently, based on facts discovered and transmitted to you while you are here. Leadership is an art and not a myth. If somebody is born a leader, there's nothing like that. Leadership is a product of capacity building. We can develop our leadership potentials by engaging the following 4 platforms. Or if you like, leadership is a product of engaging the following 4 platforms. Self-management. 1 Corinthians 6:12, all things are lawful for me, but not all things are profitable. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any that will make living unprofitable for me. Let's go to town. Okay, for what? Just let's go. No. Life has more meaning than that. You get to town, let's get to Abuja. I didn't tell my parents, or parents couldn't to tell anybody. I mean, just go and come back. Just go. Come. And then, how profitable is that? And your parents say, hey, where are you? Just having Bagada. That's so lucky. From childhood. My grandmother would say, the one who will not sit down today will not become a master tomorrow. Until sit down. When a child faces school, sit up. Not run around. Sit up. I have the following humble examples that will help you. Benjamin Franklin, great American, great philosopher, had only 2 years for my education. 2 years. The biographer said he literally taught himself how to read. Now, this man will save his lunch money as a printing press apprentice to be able to buy a particular book that is interested in. Benjamin, by investing on himself, became one of the foremost American philosophers. He single-handedly negotiated the French government support for the revolution, which was the only way they won the battle. I saw their film sometimes in one of those television programs on the 4th of July when they were celebrating their independence. The founding fathers were all there. They were putting their names and all that stuff and showing their pictures. A stark illiterate by efficient self-management. Efficient self-management. You are going to school your life. Pre-kish, creche 2, creche 4. Somebody had only 2 years in school and developed such capacity to impact on his world. I read this at one lunch in Europe while waiting for my connecting flight. From that time, I kept looking for anything Benjamin Franklin, because of the awe that meant to me. And we have R.G. Lutoroni, the roadside mechanic, who thought that the weight of road construction was weighty. You have 100 mules, 50 will carry earth and 50 will carry straw because they must eat. They don't eat, they just go sit down. So, a lot of effort. So as a roadside mechanic, he thought there must be a better way of doing this. So he began to work under inspiration. And then he developed what we call the digger, which was the largest earth moving equipment of their time. And he supplied 50% of the earth moving equipment needed for the Second World War. Roadside mechanic. Today we have R.G. Lutoroni University in America that has been over the years. Self-management, efficient self-management. Efficient self-management. And then we have the famous Michael Faraday. He was a lab attendant to Professor Humphrey Davis. And then he also had limited formal education, 2-3 years. But he took interest in scientific experiments. So in those days, all these films that the people are doing around town, they were doing experiments in public and people were going there to receive the lecture. So Michael Faraday would take his note, and then get to the press as a printing apprentice, and he binded it, and then he felt like going to give it to Benjamin Franklin, to Humphrey Davis. And so when Humphrey Davis lost his lab attendant, he remembered one young person brought him something. So he rode on his horseback to the printing press where he did it. Hey Mike, would you like to be a lab attendant? I saw you were interested in scientific things. Oh yeah, with all pleasure. So he was. At a point, scientists claim that he was more rational in his reasoning than Humphrey Davis. So when Prof went to heaven, naturally inherited the lab. And that gave back to the man of science of the year of the 20th century. Developing capacity through efficient self-management. Through efficient I'm going to build industries. What do you know about it? What's the meaning of industry? Which kind of sector are you going into there? What are you doing in setting the pace for it? Self-management is all about setting order over one's life. Order. You are going again. Setting order over your life. It's about being a law to oneself, setting boundaries around your life to make the most of it. So being able to separate between the lawful and the expedient. There's nothing wrong in going to greet somebody who just gave birth to a child, but what is your going to add there? Can't you grow by just merely communicating? Congratulations, instead of 5 hours on the road, and you arrive and say, I hope there's nothing. They were not expecting you. You are not adding any value to them. In Africa, people go to places where they don't want them and where they are actually a burden. You arrive at somebody's place and say, I just it's not proper for me not to come since you opened your house. So I had to come from Maduguri to Ibadan. So now I say, oh, so where are you staying? I'm staying here. Why go to where you are tolerated? Why? It's about making quality decision and standing by it. Quality decision and standing by it. Efficient self-management is what determines one's ultimate accomplishment.